Hi friends, Victor Costa, Peace, Love, and Muscles. Hope you're doing well. Today really is just a message of health and a message of keeping yourself together during these turbulent times and keeping your mind focused and relaxed. I met a woman tonight in the drugstore. I was in there just to buy some wipes and some things that everybody else is buying. And the woman in front of me got very excited. She was upset and she's like, "Look, you're supposed to stand 6 feet away." And I said, "Really, part of me, I'm sorry." And she said, I'm upset and I'm not well and I'm not feeling good and this coronavirus has me nervous and scared and everything. And I said, I totally understand. And I reminded her, though, that it is possible to be totally well and manifest sick. And it's also very possible to be sick and still manifest well. So, I mean, guys, what would you rather have? Would you rather be sick and optimistic and feeling like you're on the mend? Or would you rather be well, having really no symptoms at all, and manifesting sick and sort of being in the same frame of mind that if you actually were ill and sick? And we find ourselves often in that condition. We find ourselves healthy, worrying about getting sick. And then when we're sick, we sort of already have accepted that sometimes, and we focus on getting well. And that's what expedites the process. I remember somebody was showing me a medical device one time, and they told me something really, really interesting about the device itself. And the device was actually used for someone to continue with their physical therapy and then also to report back to the doctor on the surgeon. This is post-operative rehabilitation. And so there was a discussion in the room about how much of the rehabilitation really has to do not so much with the exercises that the physical therapist does, but the human interaction between the physical therapist and the client is just as important, and that connection is just as important as the exercises themselves. And healing is sort of that way. It's how we comfort, it's how we soothe, and how we soothe and feel is how we actually manifest. And what's really sad is tonight that woman who was in the drugstore was just as in the same frame of mind as someone who actually is ill. In fact, if not more, she was more stressed and more nervous and more erratic and upset than I've seen other people who have really serious illnesses be. So if you are ill, it's always wonderful to have a frame of mind that's focused on wellness. And if you're well, to sort of cherish that and not so much, get into the headset or the mind of being ill. Focus on wellness and you'll manifest well, and focus on illness, and it's unfortunate, but that's exactly what you'll find. So it is possible to be sick and still feel well, right? Feel like you're on the mend. A good friend of mine who needed a hip replacement, when he found out that he needed a hip replacement, he said, I already know the date that I'm going to be surfing again. And that was really inspiring to me. He wasn't focused on the hip replacement not going well. He wasn't focused on the rehabilitation or anything that could go wrong. He was focused on just getting back to the waves. And if there's anything that I could impart to you tonight during this stressful time, and some people will tell me, well, they're not so stressed because it's not in their area or they're not really thinking about it. When something's affecting other people, it does affect you as well. When some of us are hurting, really all of us are not in optimal health, and we're all hurting simultaneously, whether you recognize that connection or not. We're never optimally well until all of us are really well, and that goes for other parts of society as well. So my message to you tonight is to stay strong and to stay healthy in your mind. Find that place in your mind that you're looking forward to wellness. Find that place in your mind that is always strong, that is immutable, that can't get hurt, that isn't sick, and sort of sit with that, regardless of the state of your body. So focus on wellness and you'll attract wealth. So guys, peace, love, and muscles. Thanks so much for the time tonight. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the likes, the shares, and the subs. And I love you all. Bye.